Morning, fellow zombies. It's 2:13 on the West Coast time. It's the 1st of October, 2024. Uh, the Weaver John C. Roseman, California, just overwhelmed with the news reports that we have these days, what's been happening on a national, international, and how much our politicians really love us, especially when we're in those states that are torn apart by extreme weather. And I'm surprised those politicians aren't coming back fast enough to help aid their states. From what I'm gathering on the corporate media, and hardly not that much on the independent medias. Where are the independents right now talking about this stuff? We have a longshoreman strike happening today on the East Coast. Thank God it hasn't hit the West Coast. But still, the East Coast, we still get shipments. We have a lot of people already going through trauma right now here in the West Coast because of the fire situations. One maniac is going through court systems because of the major fires that he's caused in California, destroying communities and people's homes left and right. They're lucky enough they hadn't had any people dead. If there are, then this arsonist is evading murder, and he's definitely going to be facing felony charges and going away for a long time you know, once he goes through trial and they find him guilty. But what gets to me is all this time that we've talked about FEMA funding, or did we actually talk about FEMA funding? Even during Trump time, we actually had a few hurricanes coming through. But did they ever increase the funding level through FEMA? Or did it actually decrease? That caused a lot of trouble right there because people who still depended upon FEMA from the last disasters that they actually experienced aren't going to get it anymore. They're done. That's it. So whatever kind of temporary housing they had, it's gone. There's no temporary housing in this situation because now we're talking several states being affected, flooded out, and hardly any money in the coffers. And this is happening during the election year. Now, this would be nice for the politicians to get off their dead ass and do something. But what was it they were about to say a few weeks ago? They weren't going to do a damn thing because they wanted to get the government shut down, and then a hurricane comes up. See, this is the reason why we have to have the government working. This is the reason why we have to have our taxes taken out because we need funding for these things, not giving tax cuts to these rich assholes out there that are taking people's property and evicting people left and right. This happening out here in the state of California, not to mention other states as well. So now we got homeless situations increasing. That that isn't lovely enough to think about these days. We're almost about to get into another Middle East conflict. We're going to be dragging our asses through. We've already got forces out there on the water monitoring it. It's only a matter of time before they get dragged into the shooting match. But meanwhile, the politicians are talking about, oh, the border, the border. We got this, we got these people coming over here committing all sorts of crimes. We're burning up. And yet I'd hear about the FBI statistics that they've been gathering for the last several years. Oh no, it's going down. It's going down. Well, take a look at the state of California, asshole. You're going to be mentioning about how low the crime is. I hate to say it, but we are not in a low state. We've been having crime waves happening left and right for months now. So, all in all, I don't know what the hell we're doing during this season, during this election season.